Hi, welcome back to another episode of Toxiris Discovers. Sorry for being this damn late. I know it's Tuesday. I know I'm very late, but damn. First of all, I didn't have a lot of time in the first place. Second of all, y'all suggest some fucking long ass album. Like, what the fuck? Just spoiling something. The shortest album today that wasn't picked by me is gonna be 45 minutes. The longest one, over 2 hours. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get into it.
It's the game we done came on. The game.
Alright, as always, we starting off with the projects I picked for myself. First one being Nevermind by Nirvana. Yeah, I never heard this project. As I said, I'm really not experienced when it comes to music outside of hip hop. I mean, obviously, I knew the hits like Smells Like Teen Spirit, which is one of my favorite tracks because it still bangs to this day. Gotta admit it. But I never heard the whole album, and I was like, I was like, yo, I don't know what albums to listen to, man. And then I just Googled, well, important albums of music history, and this and the next one I chose came up, and I was like, okay, guess I'm gonna listen to this one. Everything I've heard from Nirvana so far has been good. I'm gonna pick it, and it is good. Personally think it's not one of the best albums of all time, but as I said it, I don't really listen to anything outside of hip hop. I don't think I have heard a lot of grunge / alternative rock albums. This is what all the categories of music. I don't know shit about it. I just looked it up on Wikipedia, bro. Please, if these are wrong, flame Wikipedia, not me, okay? Alright, so the project was very good, and also not very long. Keep that for later. I think it was like 45 minutes, something like that, which is a solid length for an album. I think a very good length for an album. And this album, honestly, I think the vocals by Kurt Cobain are absolutely fantastic, but also the instrumentation and the variation of instrumentation was something very interesting and very intriguing. Also, I'm going to say the word interesting and the word instrumentation like 50 times today because I don't really know how to explain this shit. I feel like the vibe the whole album gives off and like the mood it puts you in is extremely great. I don't know, man. I'd give it an 8.5/9 out of 10. I'm still kind of on the edge, but like there won't be any really low scores today. Be prepared for that. Now, the next project we got is What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. This album was fucking fantastic as well, but like from another standpoint, I felt like this album is nothing I want to listen to casually. I didn't listen to it casually, fortunately, but it's more like something you have to really prepare yourself for. Maybe, I don't know, lay yourself on the couch. I don't know, whatever. Like prepare yourself for like 35 minutes because it's not a long project at all. Of like really putting your mind to this project. I can't really rate this album. I'm gonna keep it 100. I won't give this album a score because I don't know. It is really great and I really like listening to it. But like for example, I don't know if this album has as much replay value. I do think obviously the classics like What's Going On.
Flowers won't grow, no.
Bells won't be ringing.
Great tracks. Okay, I'm not doubting it. I'm saying the whole album is fucking great. Like, it's just this doesn't feel like music to me, but more like a piece of art. Like I'll look at it and I can appreciate it, but it's nothing I want to bump on a daily. You feel me? So I don't know what to rate this one. I can just tell you it is very good. Then we starting off with community suggestions. Starting off with the first one being The Trinity by Sean Paul, suggested by JN Charts. I haven't heard anything from Sean Paul since like 2009. Like, bro, I remember that dude was hot back then, but now I'm just like, where is he? I mean, this album is from 2005, so it's nothing new. Has one or two hits on it, but like, I personally enjoyed this album, but it has a lot of flaws. Like, I don't know if that's just dance hall music overall, cause like, I don't know. I don't listen to dancehall music usually, and I didn't like it when Drake did it. I didn't like it when anyone did it. But I think he does it pretty well. I'm not saying he's bad at it, but it's just the issue if you have a over 1 hour album of all dance hall music, it just doesn't hit the 1 hour through. Like there are a couple tracks, like my favorites are these.
When me look up in my life, it's plain to see that it's ever gonna be the same. Take another step.
Boy, when you touch my body, you know you make me feel hot.
Yo, yo.
We're going home after.
Like these tracks are good and I enjoy listening to them, but like these are the exact opposite of the Marvin Gaye album. I would listen to a couple of these outside the album, but inside the album they just, I don't know, they just get like really, it's just really annoying to me how long the album is, and just a couple songs mostly sound the same. And then, well, I don't know, I feel like this album is more of a couple singles put together in my opinion. I like the sound of a lot of these tracks, but just not a great album for me, more of a compilation. So I would give it like a 6 out of 10. Then we have Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder, suggested by Kieran Cartwright, the man that usually listens to artists who sound like Cardi. This man suggested Stevie Wonder. See, I know who Stevie Wonder is. I mean, who doesn't? But I've never heard a Stevie Wonder album. This is the first one I've ever heard. Apparently, it's his 18th album. Like, huh? Rappers these days drop 4 projects and think they're the GOAT. This man dropped 18. And probably even more. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's a really, really good album. It is very long. Like, we talking 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's just hella long in my opinion. But it is a very good project. I think, again, the variation of instrumentation is fucking insane. Like, how many layers and how many different instruments play at the same time. Keep in mind, this was like recorded in the 70s. Like, huh? Damn. It is just fucking great. And hold on, let me play a snippet for y'all, and y'all tell me what this snippet reminds.
Been spending most their lives living in a pastime paradise.
I did not know Gangsta's Paradise was inspired by Stevie Wonder. Maybe anyone in hip hop knows. Maybe everyone should know. I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't. I like that song though. My favorite two are probably that song and
Music is a world within itself, with a language we all understand.
overall, this is just a great album, a great listen. I do have to say the length is really bothering me. So that's kind of dragging the score down a bit, because some of these tracks didn't need to be as long. Like, there's a couple tracks over the 7-minute mark, which is fine, but it's just at some point it was just kind of bothering me, because like it was just instruments playing and like the same all the time, and it didn't really connect with me. But other than that, great project. I'd give it probably an 8.5 out of 10 too, because it's a really good album, but it does have a couple flaws. Then we got Timely by Anri. It's Japanese music, bro. First of all, I mean, I didn't really speak on the topics for the other album so far. I won't for this one as well, because most of the lyrics are in Japanese, and I tried to look them up, but like I found pretty half-assed transitions. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I don't know. I feel like this project, I don't know if this is just because that's the only way I know music like this, but every single track, okay, not every single track, but like 70% of the tracks of this project could be like intros to like banging kids shows in the 90s or 80s or some shit. Like, bro, listen to these tracks. Hold on, these two are my favorite. These tracks are banging, and every time, like when I listen to this album, I was not like in a bad mood or anything. I was just chilling. But I'll listen to this project. I was like happy. I was like, damn, this shit sound good. I do think after some time the project gets kind of repetitive. Still, most of the tracks are really, really good, but that's just something I wanted to say. I'd overall probably handed a nice 8 out of 10. Really, really good project. Kind of repetitive at points, and just I can't really tell what the lyrics are about. So I don't know, I can't really connect with it lyrically at all. I mean, for example, even if I didn't mention it, What's Going On by Marvin Gaye lyrically. Anyway, next project we got is another one in the language I don't speak. Psychotropical Berlin. You might think, oh, Berlin, ain't that in Germany? It is, but it's from the band La Femme. I don't know, man. I don't speak French. It's a French indie pop band, and it is actually a really good project. Like, I was listening to this, and I gotta say, at some points, this shit sounds obnoxious as fuck. Like, I was listening to this, and I was like, huh? Bro, like, am I like in a scary movie right now? Like, what the fuck is that? Anyway, it is a good project, and here I think the production is I'm talking easily the most interesting one. Maybe not the best one from all these projects, but like the most, I would say, unique one I've heard. Like, some of these beats or whatever it was were like hitting different. That's all I'm saying for them. And these are my two favorite songs. I don't know if there are more than one female and more than one male singer in this group. I tried to look it up, but I didn't really understand who is who. Anyway, I feel like the female voice in this group does a much better job than the male voice. Doesn't mean that the male singer is bad at all. I'm not saying that. I just enjoy the voice of the female singer a lot more. Anyway, overall, a good project. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10 just because some tracks are too obnoxious. Some tracks are just, I feel like, kind of overproduced. But other than that, good project. I enjoyed it. And now we get to the last project, which is Indigo by Chris Brown. A pop/R&B album suggested by Lorsum. First time we got that dude on here. First time I heard a Chris Brown project, and probably last time. Nah, I'm playing, but damn, bro, this album was way too long. 2 hours, okay? And y'all might think, oh yeah, deluxe, blah blah, whatever. No, there is a deluxe to this project though, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes and has about 40 tracks. This project, unfortunately, only has 32. I mean, bruh, 32 tracks. That ain't a problem. I'm listening to that the whole way through, all in one. Nah, bro, I don't know, man. This project was way too long. Way too long. Like, see, I enjoyed a lot of these tracks, but first of all, I enjoyed the first half of this project a lot more than the second half. I don't know why. Maybe it's because at like when we had track 20, I was like drained as fuck. But I enjoyed the first tracks, which were heavily boosted by feature. Like, in the first 10 tracks, there were like 50 features. Not really, but like there were a lot of features, like her, Joyner Lucas, Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne, Juicy J, Lil Jon. Like, there were a lot of people on here, random ass features, but whatever. And I enjoyed that sequence of the album probably the most.
Stay the night, fall in love, it's on the table. Party in the hills, it's over always. Yeah, okay. Tell your homegirls, look at me.
I enjoyed a couple other tracks too. It's not like this album is full of misses, but it's full of fillers. Like, there are a lot of tracks. I would say out of the 32, 20 tracks you could cut and nobody would miss them. Obviously, there's a Drake song like No Guidance, which was a huge hit. I never understood why it was a hit. I never enjoyed that song really. But anyway, it's a solid project, but way too long and way too many misses for me to give it a high score. I'd hand this project a 5 out of 10, and that's being really nice. Like, it's not bad. It's just like so many tracks that could be left off and were like pretty ass, to be honest. I can't give it a higher score. Anyway, with that being said, we got a very long episode today. Suggest some albums in the comments. And thank you for watching. Have a great one.
Remember back then, all them hoes ain't want me. Now I'm ballin', all them same hoes on me. Mama told me that this came with the money and the motherfucking fame. Even though I feel the same, I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now.